taking shots at the enemy. I'm gonna make it to the top, leave a legacy. If I got something to say, you better let me speak. Turn it up a new degree, bitch, you ain't seen anything. I pop off with the new rock, electronic, blow the sonic roof up. I'm too honest when I take a
Dude, of course I'll give some shout outs. What's up, Bo? Glad you joined in. And we've got Ed here as well, everyone. I'm just doing stuff in the background, listening to news, getting some food in, just playing tunes, just putting some stuff up on the screen. Gonna keep the chat going. All right, and one of the things we talked about earlier was watching FTT, native token of FTX, Sam Bankman-Fried, who put a lot of money in for the Democrats, by the way. Not picking sides, these are just facts, everyone. But anyways, they got taxed. CZ came out, saved them. Yep, they are giving them the cash to get through this liquidity crunch. But right now, if you want a good indicator, very near term, let's only keep this on a very near window. If you want a near-term indicator of how the market is going to be looking, look at FTT. We've been watching it all day, everyone. So we've been moving sideways. I think we may have another dip here soon. Don't forget, we got CPI data. And if there's anything you want me to put up on the screen, hit me up in the chats and I will put it up on there. Right now I've got a projected election map as well as the crypto 24-hour heat map. If you want something else up on the screen, no, not Pornhub, everyone. Something crypto or election related, I will gladly put it on. Hey, Christian, the song that you were mentioning, is it this slower one that I got up on the screen right now? If it is, let me know. I'll let you know what song it is in the comments. Dude, look at Toby dropping all the juicy Easter eggs. He's making fun of me for saying over the pond rather than across the pond, as well as the Beastie Boy hint. Oh man, gotta love it. Thank you for that one, Toby. Is it this one, Christian, the more upbeat one? All right, the artist is NEFFEX, and the song is Bite Me. This is the instrumental version. I've got the other one. I just can't play that one. NEFFEX. Very well caught, Toby. Yeah, when I said over the pond rather than across the pond, I was like, dude, only the people that actually live across the pond are gonna catch this one. Am I giving you all waiting room anxiety with this kind of stuff? No, I'm just trying to get a few things done in the background. I'm cooking a few meals so I don't have to worry about cooking tomorrow, so I can get back to the grind. So yeah, we've got the heat map up as well as the electoral heat map, everyone, with music going on in the background. If there's stuff you want on the screen, a certain chart, let me know and I will put it on there. All right, Final Ken's, hey, what's up? Thank you again for hanging out with us on the second stream of today. Final Ken's asked, where did I get the heat maps for the election? Okay, I've got a couple of them going because you're going to notice through different news agencies, they're going to lean a certain way. And this one is from realclearpolitics.com. The reason I like this one, okay, and it's not about the directions that it leans. It gives me a good visual with the good names here that I could click. Their hyperlinks are really, really good. Now, to give like another point of view, I guess is the best way to do it, here's go to Google. If you go to Google election results 2022, I'm using this one right here so I could see what the times are for when stuff is expected. So for instance, Georgia, right, is going to be the first one. Results expected around 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's the one with Herschel Walker. So I'm going to use Google to track the timestamps, and I'm going to bounce around on a couple other sites just so I can see their hyperlinks of their candidates, which are going to be very, very easy for me to follow. So yeah, I mean, it's if there's ones that you guys think that are better out there, either visual or with the knowledge, let me know and I will share it. Otherwise, I'm going to get back to some cooking here super fast. Stream will officially start around 7:30. I'll probably be an overachiever and start early, but I definitely need to pre-cook for a few days this week. And what's up, Behalf from North Carolina, coming back at you from South Carolina. Yeah, I know, right? DJ Crypto Klaus here. All right. You guys are asking. I've got two not questions, but two more comments in a row, and let's put up that election map here real quick. All right, so basically what we've got, the question here is, Klaus, do you think a Republican win, right, kind of like taking over, you know, the House and the Senate, do you think a Republican win would be good for markets and crypto? All right, let's be honest here. Right now, if you want to say what would be best for the market, you have to ask yourself this. Is the current direction that things are going right now the right direction? Okay? If you answer that and you say, no, we're not on the right direction, then you have to ask yourself, who is control of the House, who is control of the Senate, and who is control of the presidency? Whether it's a Democrat or Republican on what election it is, you just have to look at it that way. And I'm not saying that like you can't do other things. I'm just kind of telling you right now, for people living outside of the United States, you're going to have a lot of people out there saying, hey, we want change. We're not happy with the markets right now. We're not happy with the overreach of the SEC. We're not happy at paying $4 a gallon for gas. I know European fans out there are probably killing me going like, Klaus, shut up. $4 is cheap. Same with the Canadian fans, eh? You guys are paying a hell of a lot of money up there, especially in the way up north sections there where all the rigs are. That's crazy up there. I saw something on that recently. So right now, would a Republican help? Yes. And not because they're a Republican, but because it's changed to things that aren't working, okay? Now, let's pretend this. Let's flip it over, okay? Let's pretend right now that, you've got a Republican House, Republican Senate, and, Republican president. Let's say you've got all three. And let's say the economy sucks then. Then what do, right? You try to then vote them out. It's not perfect, but in the United States, it's kind of all we have while we, I don't know what you want to call it, while we deal with having money just entrenched in our politics. All right. Lobbyists control the flow of this stuff. So, I mean, you just have to kind of pick your battles right here. And again, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not saying one thing good or the other about either side. Both sides have problems. But right now, ask yourself, is the current track that we're on working? Okay. If it's not, if you think it is working, right? If you think the track we're on right now is good, if you like the state of the economy, if you like the state of where we are socially, if you like where we are in terms of safety in your cities, then you keep voting the way you have, okay? If you want change, you have to vote against what the majority is, who's the ruling party. Again, I'm going to be honest with everyone. You're picking kind of like the lesser of two evils, which switch back and forth. And it's not because one side or the other is inherently bad versus good. It's the problem that the money behind it makes it bad and good. So remember that a lot of people out there in the United States, you're going to have a very tough time running in the Senate if you're not backed by some big lobbyist groups and you're not doing some good favors for them once you get in. You're not running for the House for the same thing. You need the money. You need the backing. That's just how it works in politics right now. We will be back here. And again, if you have any questions or comments, I'm just cooking food in the background. The stream will officially start at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. The first result will be in 1 minute, everyone. Yep, in 1 minute, we will be learning the fate of Georgia, everyone. Should be a 7 p.m. Eastern time. Behalf asks, hey, is XLM looking good next year? It's going to take time, you guys. I seriously, I think this is extended buying unless something totally dramatically happens. Let's just let's just do this, okay? Let's just completely legalize crypto everywhere. F word. Let's just open the floodgates, all right? Are you guys cool with that concept? Let's open the floodgates of crypto. And you know what? Let's do this. You guys want to get a little formal in the stream of Deem right now? Let's do that. Let's kick up our video capture device. There I am, everyone. What's up? All right, so let's do this. Let's pretend, because the question was, is it going to be looking good for XLM next year? All right, here's what I'm going to ask you. Let's pretend, hypothetically, tomorrow, every government in the world is like, legalize crypto. Screw it. Bombs away. Let's do it. Let's launch it, right? What do you think would really happen? Yeah, of course, you'd have a pop in price. But there's not enough money around to make the action happen. There's just not enough money around across the globe, everyone. I'm sorry, for flat earthers out there. Across the paper map that's up on the wall, because when I drive north, I point up, right? What direction is north? And you point up. But for, my Globers or flat earthers out there, the problem you have is money is very expensive right now. Because of what you're seeing inflation-wise, the Fed had to keep jacking up rates. Because they kept jacking up rates, things are super, super expensive. Let me give you guys a good example, okay? And this, now mind you, this is all over the frickin' world, all right? We want loan calculator with amortization, all right? That's what we want. And here's why. All right, so what's going to happen is across the globe, everyone, we want to buy a house, right? We're young, maybe we got a little family action going on right now. Okay, no big deal. So, while ago, when we wanted to buy a house, and we're going to buy a house that is 30 years old, calculate, boom. Okay, so what we were going to do, this is before the economy went to ever living poopy, before rates were through the roof, all right? And for answering your question, this is what I got for you. Why crypto? It's going to be hard to look good. So right now, okay, up on the screen, you bought a house, $300,000. The interest rate's 3%. You got good credit. This was a couple years ago, okay, before the stupid interest rate hikes by the Fed. All right. So, and actually, no, let's say this is 6 months ago. Better yet, 6 months ago. That house would cost you $1,264 a month. The interest would be $155,000, and the total payments would be $455,000. Now, I want you to take that same thing, and now what the Fed has done rate-wise, watch what happens to that payment. Instead of a $1,200 payment and you paying $455,000, boom, that $1,200 payment went to $2,000, and your total payments went to $718,000. So when there are people out there that are talking moonshots and all this crap, they don't understand the cost of everything goes up as these central banks raise their rates. We have central banks in countries all across it. They may call it different things, but they still function as the same thing. They're still a tether to, like a basis point system. Money is way more expensive. So trust me, I would love to tell you all out there, buckle up, let's get ready to roll. It's gonna be tough. Now, wait a minute. Wait a minute, everyone. You think we're done? No, girlfriend. Back the truck up a little bit. Remember, these numbers here, the Fed is looking to get to 2.0. So right now, if we're sitting at 8.2, 8.3, the Fed needs to go to 2.0. That means they're going to keep dropping hammers, aren't they? They're going to keep dropping it down. They needed to get it to 2.0. They needed to get it to right here. That's rough. That is super, super rough, everyone. So we've got a lot more hits coming, right, with these basis hike points. Now, mind you, the Fed, you know for a fact, don't even lie and tell me that we don't have another 150, 200 basis points coming over the next year. Oh, we got it. We've got 200 more basis points coming. So now watch what happens. That now home, which was $1,200, $1,300, that's now $2,000. Watch how much more expensive it becomes. It is now $2,400. With the Fed. The Fed has doubled the cost of a home and car based on interest. How much extra you pay on interest in the last year. Think about that. And going forward. So if you go say 6 months ago before they started jacking up the crazy hikes and then go 6 months forward, in a year's time, they're going to double the price of cars and homes. Think about that, everyone. So if you're out there and you're like, hey, guess what? Things are going to start popping for crypto. Across the world, everything is more expensive. Across the world. So right now, we've got the electoral heat map up on the screen. And it's going to keep updating all the time. Why? Because these election results are going to be piped in. And oh, here we go, guys. Here we go. We've got some action right now. We've got Georgia front runners. We've got 75%, 1% reporting. Let's click on the Georgia action right now. Now remember, this is super early counting in Georgia. And of course, the only one that we've got reporting is Augusta. Ed, hold up, Ed. Just hold up. This is just reporting from Augusta. We've got 1% reporting. Like I said, Georgia was going to be the first one to close at 7 p.m. Eastern time. I'm going to guarantee you guys, you're going to love this election coverage, this crypto heat map coverage, more than anything else out there. I guarantee you, as much as things are going to bug you with elections and all that stuff, this is going to be fun because we're going to learn, we're going to be entertained, And we're going to be interactive, everyone. So no treason just yet, Ed. That's just Augusta weighing in. And we know how Augusta works. We know. I live in this state right here. You see my state? Yep, that's right, everyone. All right, let's start ripping through a little bit of heat map right now. All right. The concerns that I have are the following. I look at what's darkest of red. Solana. I look at some Doge. When I zoom out, you can see Ethereum is also very, very bad. All right. Here's what bugs me about this. Doge got massive, massive pops, everyone, when Elon was out there spouting about, hey, maybe we need some Doge wallet, Twitter, pay for action. Oh, yeah, and crap went crazy. You guys know how it goes. Doge popped up, boom, crashed all the way back. Solana, hey, they had a Google partnership, a little node validator node action. They popped up. Solana, oh, yeah, you guys don't think so, huh, girlfriend? Well, I got you right here. Look, Solana popped. Here's the pop with Google, these two green candlesticks. Then look, they have now since retreated lower than they have been since 2021 in July. Ouch. Solana popping. I got you, Ed. I see the emojis. I got you, buddy. So, yeah, that's what we're looking at right now. There is not enough cash right now to go around because of interest rate hikes around the world. Money is just too expensive. And it's not just crypto. Guys, why do you think they're pulling back, like workforces with Meta? Why do you think they're pulling back workforces with Twitter and all that? Everything, the cost of running business has gotten expensive, and these companies out there, these advertisers can't put that much money in. It's just a big cycle. Twitch Radio joins us. Another, look at that, member domination here. What's going on, everyone? Way to see support from the members. Thank you both. Twitch Radio chimes in. Sup, what's going on? Or should I say, what have I missed? You didn't miss anything, my good man. Patriotist chimes in. I bought XRP at 0.46. Then the crash came. That's okay. That's okay. We talked about it earlier. Cash in, cash out. Cash in, cash out. As long as you can keep putting cash in. I'm not telling you to buy. I'm telling you putting cash in, like, making money, adding it. You keep investing. You do that with your 401ks in the United States, right? We invest every 2 weeks in our 401ks most of the time. Cash in, cash out. Cash in, cash out. So don't feel bad, patriotist. I was buying today. I was on the first live stream. You guys saw I paused the live stream a few times, and I was like, hold up, let me look at some juicy action real quick. I did pull the trigger. So, I mean, just throwing it out there. Like, it's I got to have my fun too, everyone. It can't just be crazy. One of the cryptos that have really, really caught my attention on the negative aspect. All right, on the negative aspect. Let me see if I can find it. What's up, Khalid? How's it going, man? Good to see you. We got WTF 420 LOE1. E1? No way, dude. No E1. Come on now. You got to give me at least E7. At least E7. I know what's up, dude. I know what's up. But one of the ones, all right, do not, I repeat. Do not put any money into this whatsoever. And the only reason, dang it, Cops, the only reason I want to bring this up is I got to show you something on this. All right, so this is crazy. They have massive, massive volatility here as of late. Volatility as well as pumps. All right, so I'm just do not, I repeat, Roger, do not do anything with this. I'm just telling you something that's caught my eye. District, all right? You can see obviously steady decline. The whole market's had a steady decline. There's no news there, homie. But some of the prices on these pumps that people have been playing on the way down have been some very big spreads. Like, look at this. Look at this. I mean, these are some crazy hits. Now, look, again, they all fall down. But this is definitely one that has caught my attention that I'm watching people play. I'm watching DNT get played. I didn't say DMT. What the hell is wrong with you guys? I said DNT. Yeah, I'm watching DNT get played. And this has been one that I've definitely been keeping my eye on because it moves. It's pretty interesting. I think that's kind of what I'm learning what I'm seeing more than anything. Any of these pumps that you see with action, they just don't stay. They all just crash and fall. Twitch Radio chimes in. Hey, any news from HBAR lately? No, nothing that's really caught my attention. You know, there's always stuff that comes out with like a little mini partnership, and maybe I should like report on everything I hear, but some of them I'm just kind of like, okay, I don't know if I could do that. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I haven't heard anything. Twitch, if you guys have heard anything about it, let me know. Final Kens has heard about HBAR because Final Kens is doing the right thing. Final Kens talked about a personal life situation where he is overcoming inflation. Again, Final Kens, good job. Ed is saying here, HBAR is getting very good partners. They are, but you know, it's so weird. I'm like, oh yeah, I want to see like more price action from these. What kind of price action can I really get right now if like the whole market is just squeezing people? All right, let's go back to the other one I got. Hold on. I got two of them I want to see because we could see reporting. Okay, so now, hey, guys. We've got Georgia. We've got more results coming through. We've got some districts in Atlanta reporting. We've got districts in Augusta. We know which way that Atlanta and Augusta are going to roll. The question is there going to be enough of the other color in the state to make it happen? Again, we will keep you informed on what is going on. We've got a Senate and House action going on in here. So let's click on this. This one is for the Senate, and right now we've got 7% reporting. Again, super early, and I got you, Kens. Don't worry about that. And if that's kind of something too that I wanted to stress, give me a second here. One of the things that I wanted to stress, as the bots see, because see, they knew what we were talking about, but one of the things I wanted to stress, it does not matter what your hustle is. It does not matter what you do, what your spouse does, anything like that. All that matters is you take care of your significant other and your family, and you are good in my book. Patriotist says 13,000 Bitcoin, 20 cent XRP, 5 cent Stellar probably coming. CPI data, everyone, that's going to be the key. CPI data is going to have a massive impact. This market's already super soft. You've already got a ton of people that started yanking money out of cryptos. Exchange outflow is freaking huge. I was researching exchange outflow when I was hanging out earlier, and it's you're seeing it. You're seeing outflows right now. People are taking money. Twitch Radio says the wave of red, come on, baby. And he's not talking about heat maps. Twitch ain't talking about the wave of red on heat maps. He's talking about the election action. Air traffic controller, drone air traffic controller, something like that is what I heard. You know what I said? Somebody come to me and say today, red wave. I'm ready to surf the red wave. Well, going everyone. All right, so some of the things that we have to talk about principle-wise is we have to talk about FTT, volumes, transactions. Okay. This is what's kind of scaring me about FTT, and the comment here made me think about it. Look at the volume buildup of this, all right? Look at this right down here. You see how this kind of just nicely just keeps ramping up? Keeps blowing up. Even though we've got, holy crap, insane action price-wise, you just kind of more and more is being dumped into this. How much more cash do you think they have to prop this up? How much more cash? What do you think? Crazy, isn't it? I mean, like, isn't that what we're all thinking right now? How much more cash are they going to have to prop this up because they rely upon it? How big is this run up here? Look at the volume over the last 7 days, and you can see here the crash with FTT. Oh yeah, not good. Now remember, this was all about holding $22. That's what the entire mission was. They said, hey, at 22, we are going to hold. They were doing everything they can to prop it up at that $22 mark. It failed. And when it failed, that's when this movement right here happened. We saw the knife catch rally with then came back with, oh, we are going to cut you out. Mike Stu chimes in and says, I feel so sorry for first-time homebuyers who bought in 2019 with a family. How the hell can they keep their house with these rate hikes? Not to mention putting food on the table, car payments. And Mike, that's why I don't think you're going to see a crypto like shoot to the moon. I think you're going to see pumps and dumps. Yeah, I think you're going to see pumps and dumps, but I don't think you're going to see any moon action because stuff is too expensive. When all is said and done, a $300,000 home, which is very typical in the United States, will cost you $2,400 a month in payments. Before the Fed got involved, it was $1,264. So they've doubled the price of the home just by raising rates. A lot less money going out into the economy right now. You're seeing it hit right here. All right, let's go to Google. We've got more action here reporting. We've got we've got New Hampshire starting to put stuff in. We got Virginia starting to show us some results going through. Let's see what else we've got. All right, these are going to be all the New York ones, Texas. Those are going to be later tonight. I don't think I'm going to go that late. But right now we are starting to get some results in from Georgia, New Hampshire, and Virginia. Let's see. Daniel G says we got a lot of physics on here. Physics? Psychics? I'm just giving you crap, dude. Yeah, we got a lot of psychics on here. No, I get you, man. I'm just giving you a hard time. No, it's the problem is this. If cash isn't flowing, how can you expect these pumps to happen? How can you expect these pumps to turn into rallies, which turn into sustained gains? If housing is so expensive, if food's so expensive, if fuel's so expensive, it's not like people have more money to put into crypto. They have less money to put into crypto. The scary thing is, right, what we're seeing right now with this cash crunch going on, because that's what this is. This heat map up on the screen, oh, you guys are starting to get me fired up. This is cash crunch time, ladies. Oh, yeah, you wonder why everyone's red? Because everyone right now is cashing out. They're taking their crypto and they're turning it into cash. Why did Sam Bankman-Fried's FTX had problem? Because everyone was pulling money out. They were running. When they could not hold 22, that is when the hammer was dropped. Public knowledge that they were holding 22. That is how it goes. So now you ask yourself, well, wait a minute. If homes are super expensive, and oh my God, the interest rates are still going up. If food is expensive, gas, utility bills, everything out there. Yeah, if all that is going up in price, how is crypto going to go up in price? How? And now you're going to sit there and you're going to say, but Klaus, the businesses are going to step in and they're going to save us. The cost for businesses is going up too. Like everything is going up. And not just the cost of businesses to operate, but their loans in order to make stuff happen. Because see, businesses don't get rid of all their cash. Girlfriend, cash is king. They hold on to a lot of cash in their piggy bank because they need cash for times like this. When there's cash withdrawals, when they're going through high expenses. Businesses use loans all the time. Now all these loans are way through the frickin' roof. Yeah. See, doesn't it make more sense now? Cash is king. That's why we're having a cash crunch, not a crypto crunch. Maybe we're having Captain Crunch later. Ooh, interesting. No, I'm not. I'm gonna be good. So Twitch Radio says, so what's up with that letter of intent to buy FTX? Binance stepped in and they said, hey, we're going to go through all the steps. But right now, I have extended an agreement to Sam Bankman-Fried and FTX saying, hey, we're going to help you out. The scary thing about CZ and Binance helping out Sam Bankman-Fried and the likes of FTX is this. The big wad of cash that CZ had, he's going to have to drain that cash to pay for the outflows of FTX. The cash that CZ has that puts into FTX doesn't just inflate FTX. No, people keep withdrawing. They keep withdrawing. We're drawing now on CZ's cash. The scary thing is CZ's the big king. We just saw number 3 get knocked down with FTX. Now you got CZ using some of his money. Yeah, see, we're playing billionaire games right now, gentlemen. Twitch Radio says, what states have their full results in already? I'm assuming not many. Okay, so here's how it works, Twitch. What they do is they're not allowed to show any, quote, results or reporting until the polls close. Once the polls close, that's when the data can start coming out because they don't want to, like, dissuade voters of that state by a whole bunch of weird reporting. So right now, the first few polls where we're starting to get the data is Georgia, New Hampshire, and Virginia, all right? And so right now, we've got 8% reported in Georgia, favoring Democrat candidate Raphael Warnock. The issue with that, and this is what you need to pay attention to in these early ones, especially right here, Augusta, we know which way they lean. Everyone, Atlanta, yep, we know which way they lean at all. Again, it's not good or bad, but this is, you're going to see the map. You're going to see the big cities be very blue. Out here, especially where I live in the South, you're going to see a lot of the smaller counties being redder than red. So you just have to wait and see how the votes tally out, but don't worry, we're going to have some fun tonight. Khalid Muhammad says, expect the unexpected. Here's my view on that. I prepare for the worst and hope for the best. I never went through life wanting or hoping to win a lottery ticket, I would always hope that I just worked hard. Now, if the lottery ticket, wherever it happened, lottery ticket could be in anything, you guys know what I mean. But if the lottery ticket, wherever it happened, would I be happy? Yes. Expect the worst, hope for the best, and grind, man. Patriotist says XRP is only designed for businesses. It doesn't need small investors to be high priced. There's a problem with that, Patriotist. And I am not arguing with you, but you know Big Daddy over here is going to bring the hammer. All right. So Patriotist is telling us that XRP is only designed for businesses. It doesn't need small investors to be a high price. Well, hear me out. Up on the screen right now, we have the last year for the price of XRP. Over the last year, the price of XRP has gone from $1.20 something all the way down to right now sitting at just at 40 cents. And what's up, Marquise, one of our accredited investors out there? Good for you, Marquise. I did not forget my good man from Chicago. But what we're talking about right now is that XRP doesn't need small investors to jack up the price. It just needs businesses. Dude, it doesn't matter. XRP has had insane usage of ODL, over 800%, by the way, year over year. 800% of the usage of ODL, which is direct usage of XRP, has that affected the price? No, it hasn't. So usage of XRP through the ODL corridor obviously has zero effect on price, doesn't it? It appears that the demand side, the price affected side of this is all coming from trading, not using. Very scary. Very, very scary. Preston R said, I bought XLM at 23 cents. That's okay. That's okay. I had to work to average down. My average was over 30, and I had to work to get it down. Just how it is. That thing happens. Let's see. Meparatus has swapped all my XRP for XLM. Playing the spreads, my good man. Way to go. But this is the idea. I don't think it's the products that are pumping the stuff. It's honestly, it's supply and demand in terms of just trading want. And what you're seeing, okay, and let's just look at XRP as a really good example. What you're seeing is that at this right here, this was when we had some Fed rate hike action right here. XRP rallied, but now look, pulled back down. So even good news, you know, with all the people coming out supporting XRP for Amicus, even the insane usage of ODL, which uses XRP directly, doesn't it? That hasn't helped sustain any price at all. It's all about that desire, the want right now. That's what we're looking. Twitch chimes in, imagine if we had a swing vote type thing going on, how much of that would drive everyone nuts. And don't you worry, everyone. We are going to have election coverage for you. Why? Because we have some results starting to be reported. Hey, Georgia's got 9%, everyone. Look at that. Let's see, who else do we got? We got some more results expected around 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. So in 6 minutes, we got some polls action closing. What is it? Ohio, North Carolina. We're going to see how people are voting today, everyone. And in the house, that's the other one we're going to be rocking. It's Klaus's house here today. We're going to be looking at New Hampshire and Virginia, both now reporting, with the next ones coming around like Illinois, Connecticut, stuff like that. So we got a little bit more time with stuff coming in the house. We definitely going to see some action first with the Senate, with Georgia and New Hampshire reporting. By the way, right now, Georgia's at 9% reporting. Let's see, we've got Georgia leaning blue so far, but it makes sense. Why? Because Augusta and Atlanta carry most of that state if the rural areas don't vote heavily in the other direction. Final Ken says, I actually like the movie Swing Vote. I don't think I ever saw that, everyone. I don't think I saw that. Ed's chiming in, and thanks, Ed, for sharing this, because I think Ed's got a good one. All right, I'm gonna use Ed on this one. Ed says equal amounts XRP, XLM, and more XDC. What are you guys buying now? And like, what are your proportions? Are you guys equal XLM, XRP, ISO? Is anyone out there playing any of, like, you know, the Ethereum stuff out there for the, I don't know, the pump after the oversell? Just throwing it out there. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Yeah, let me know what you guys are playing. Marquise is chiming in. Now, hold up. Marquise is going to have a really, really rough night. I'm just going to be honest with you guys, okay? Marquise is going to have a very rough night, and the reason that Marquise is going to have a very rough night is that we know that Marquise lives in Illinois, and we know how his state's going to vote. And I'm just saying. So, Marquise, I feel your pain, man. Feel your pain. Khalid Muhammad, thanks for sharing, my good man from out west. Khalid says, hey, guess what? I'm heavy on the XRP action. Oh, thank you for sharing. Ed saying red, Georgia. Oh, interesting. Preston says ETH did good. It went back to 1,700. Where are we at for ETH right now? We're at 1,339. So if you can play some of those tokens that trade very closely to ETH and play the pumps, do not do it. I'm just telling you what I hypothetically do when I'm hypothetically hanging out and hypothetically doing things with my phone while hypothetically... No, I was going to say intoxicated. That's totally not true. But yeah, let me know if you're playing that as well. So thank you, Preston, for sharing with that one, because you're right. Some of the ETH hits have been very juicy. You just have to sit through a little bit of pain. Preston chimes in, XRP, XLM, and ETH. I see where you're going with that. Ooh, Meparatus. Ooh, Litecoin and little Zcash is, ooh, okay. Marquise, I'm getting more. Oh, LBT, XDC, and Stronghold. Marquise, well done. Preston's FOMOing right now. What are you FOMOing into, Preston? Because, man, I don't know what you're going to be missing out on. No, I mean, we got CPI data coming up this Thursday. You know, we got to see what's happening. I don't think you're going to see, unless something crazy happens election-wise, I don't think you're going to see anything like that crazy happen price-wise with the election. CPI data would be our next big event that would cause an issue. Let me get a quick drink, everyone. Branch chain amino acids. I know. I'm not drinking. I'm sorry to let you guys all down. I'm training hard, and with all the friggin' fasting, it just kicks the ever-living crap out of you. Let me get a quick drink here. And cheers to anyone out there that is drinking and hanging out with us. A little ASMR in there. Let's see. Ed says XDC is making some big moves. Oh, that's always good. But is it sustained? I think that's the big key. Is it sustained or does it crash, right? Not crash, but does it come back down to reality? I mean, look at Solana. Solana did that. XRP did that. Mooney did that. Oh, yeah, Mooney, guys. Mooney, look at Mooney now. See, I told you. Oh, we talked about it earlier on the stream. I keep telling you guys. And thank you, Marquise, for the support. I greatly appreciate it, sir. Just keep it cool, though, and try to be cool with this, with the winter and the potholes out there, man. I am not going to be visiting Chicago this winter, so I will not have to play the game called when the snow and the slush build up and cover the potholes, and you blow out a tire on your car, and then you try to get it reimbursed by the city, and it's like a 5-month wait or something like that, and then do they really even reimburse you either? Yeah, city talk there, everyone. Preston says, I don't know, thinking about grabbing an ETH, I feel like everyone should hold one ETH for the future. You know, that's kind of interesting. I kind of like that idea. Meparatus says, alcohol-free for a month now, and I have 1 month left. Looking forward to my next beer in December. Ooh. So you went sober October into sober November? Holy shit. Oh my, I'm doing no shave November. And no, it's not for some freaking righteous cause out there. My wife just hates it when I don't shave, so it's like, hey, no shave November. We're doing it 2 years back to back, everyone. Yes, we are live. Sniff, time to get drunk. And oh, Kristen Bauman hanging out with us, telling us, yep, Chicago will suck. Ed saying it's the large partnerships that he's referring to. Yes, that is the good thing. Let's see, what else do we got? Big thing, though, right now is the idea that everything that pops is retreating. Everything that pops is retreating. Mooney, okay? Mooney, we talked about when we talked about on the stream Mooney earlier. Guys, Mooney was up here, and you've now seen them really, really retrace. Really, really retrace. Look at that. That is a heavy retracement. And you're like, well, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Why did Mooney pop? Well, first of all, they popped because they did a thing with Dude Perfect. They put a dude in space. Moon DAO and Mooney, their coin, the whole mission is to make like space easier, travel, stuff like that. Public, you know, kind of like financing co-op type stuff, all right? So they did a thing with Dude Perfect. It popped. They got massive volume, and it was like 8 million views in like the first day. It was freaking sick, all right? And mind you, I am a Dude Perfect fan, older Dude Perfect fan when they used to live in the compound in Texas. But anyways, that popped, right? And then look what happened. People sold. And now look, see the volume spiked, and then now look, volume's going down and the price is going down. The interest goes away. I think that's what we're learning from this. What we're learning is that you're seeing these pops happen. You're seeing the Solana pop right here. And just so you guys can see that I'm not going crazy, look, see, I told you Solana pop and then it got way worse. Those are the actions that we're looking at. And I think that's a problem. I think that's a very, very big problem. You know, I'm not calling out some of my favorites, but XRP did the same thing. They popped. Look, sustained action, couldn't hold it. It's back down to where it was. You know, we just lost a whole month worth of rally action. That's nuts. Yeah, and Ed, I'm with you on that too with the ETH and the gas fees. ETH is hard, man. That is the only problem. But yeah, and yeah, I'm definitely, yeah, I'm not the person for financial advice. How you tackle stuff is so independent to you. Like, it really is. And that's why you really got to sit down with those financial people, because they're going to break down every situation for you. Because guess what? I might be like similar age to you, but maybe our financial situations are different. Maybe our bills are different. Our income is different. Our cost of living is different. So yeah, don't look for this channel as like specific advice like that. I'm going to help you guys all out with macros. I'm going to help you out with news flow, and I'm going to help you out with understanding like the mathematics and all the stuff that goes behind it, because there's a lot that goes behind it. I'm going to be keeping my eye up on this map as well. Yeah, Preston R says something happened to Solana. Yeah, it dropped. It dropped worse than it did. Yeah, hey, Preston, check this out, man. So let me put Solana back up. Solana dropped so low after the pump. This is the pump right here when we found out that they were doing the Google validator node. It pumped it from 30 to like 37, something like that, 38.55. We're now sitting at 23.51. The last time we were at 23.51. Look at that. That's nuts. Come on. That's a year plus of time erased with Solana. That is crazy. No, and yeah, Kenz, I get what you're saying, that like the fees are down, but the reason the gas fees are down though is because the demand isn't there. So if you want to buy your ETH low and sell high, God, does that sound so basic? But if you want to buy low and sell high, and especially if you're buying low when the gas is low because the usage isn't there, and then you want to sell when the things are nice and green and popping, then you're going to pay gas on the back end to sell. So no, you may not have paid heavy gas right now to acquire, but remember, this is like the lowest we've ever seen ETH in terms of like gas fees in a long time. Like sustained like this, where it's been really, really low. Ed's right, man. Put that stuff in the cold. Get it off the exchanges. Why? Because FTX was exchange ranked number 3. And they got yanked, man. They got yanked. Okay, so when I was looking at the charts last night, 500 million in 7 minutes. 500 million in 7 minutes. That 500 million in 7 minutes, that's this timber right there. 7 minutes, they just got destroyed. Destroyed. Ooh, Nick. Hey, Nick, thanks for sharing this one. Nick just said, hey, we need quant off the ETH chain. Tired of paying those fees. Oh, interesting. Yeah, Twitch, you're right, man. You need that 16 number. You need the 16 number for Bitcoin. There's 18's easy. We've seen that how many times? You know? Totally gets there. Ken's, you're right, man, too. Buterin needs to get it. No, mind you, when Buterin did, right, the move to proof of stake, it was awesome because it got the energy regulators off their back. But if their throughput still sucks, if the gas fees when things are busy still suck, that's still a limiting factor. That's still a big problem when it comes to like expansion, when it comes to mass adoption here. So anyone got any questions, comments, anything like that? We've got the electoral heat map heating up. We've got right now, we've got North Carolina 14% reporting. North Carolina House 13%. Where is this one at right here? Oh, no kidding, because we're right by Raleigh, Greensboro, and Charlotte. What you guys will notice, and gals will notice, is that you will see these southern states, oh my gosh, almost like every state that you're going to see, like, especially in the South. It's heavy in the South, and then it's also heavy kind of like out in the Dakotas, too. You see that, too. The big cities are going to vote Democratic. The rural areas around it will vote heavily Republican. So when you see these early results that are coming through, you can actually see exactly just that. All right, let's get back out of this one and go back over to the US one. Dun, 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 dun. All right, cool. Heat map is looking how, everyone? Heat map's looking interesting. ETH 13, Bitcoin 18.6. That's the action we got. Apparatus chimes in. You don't need any centralized exchanges when you can trade pretty much any of the big top 15 currencies on the Stellar decentralized exchange. Interesting. Tokenized cryptos. Real quick, everyone, let me do a quick fill up. I'm gonna run low here. My throat's a little rough. Let me just give me like 1 minute. Let me load up my drink here real quick. I'll put some tunes on real quick. I'll be right back. I just need to get a reload on my drink because my throat is roasting. All right, sorry about that. I wanted to get a little bit of a snack. If you can guess what is in this. Do you guys want to see what this looks like? You guys, okay, before it is pretty jacked, right? Do you guys want to see what this looks like? Let me know in the comments below if you want to see what I'm eating right now as part of my training on how dedicated I am to get where I want to be in life with my goals. All right, we got... Apparatus say almost 1 billion liquidated on cryptos. Holy crap! You know what? Let me do that. Let me get a market cap up here too. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's get a coin market cap action up on here. Oh man, baby. All right, let's go. Protein. Yeah, anyone could say protein. Jeez, what an easy answer. Come on now. Come on. All right, let's go over the last 7 days right here. All right, so last 7 days when we start looking at what is the market cap on crypto. So we were hovering right around $1 trillion. Now we're hovering right around that 920. Before the action happened, yeah, right around 1 trillion now down to about, so yeah, about $100 million wiped off pretty quickly right there. I'm sorry, 100 billion wiped off pretty quickly right there. Final Ken says, I love Coinbase crypto card because I get 4% back on my XLM. Hey, Kens, how long was that going? Was that, was that like done this month, or was that like extended December 8th or something like that? Let me know, man. Let me know. Patriotist says, yeah, I bought XLM at 37 cents, still holding long-term, bought more, 10 to 15 cents this year. Yeah, I mean, I think it's just like, look at like your 401ks. You just keep adding and adding and adding to your 401ks, so it's kind of something like that. Also, not selling till it hits at least $1. Good to see people putting some target actions in as that is going on. Now, back to election juice. We're starting to see some more states starting to report. With Tim Scott right now in South Carolina is probably going to end up winning that one. Let's see, we got Rand Paul in Kentucky. That wouldn't be too much of a shock. But then again, let's be honest here, we're still way early. It's still going. It just keeps going. It's just been like 3 months now with that XLM reward. See, that's the thing. Like, if they're willing to give away those rewards and you don't carry the debt to offset it, you know what I mean? Like if you're not getting taxed on like what your interest rates are, then you're cool, right? Like you're mathematically legit. So I mean, good for you, man. North Carolina, we've got some reporting here for the House. We've got some Senate data coming in. All right, so here are the updates as of now. In Georgia, we've got U.S. Senate. Looks like Warnock right now is ahead with only 14% reporting, guys. We are very, very early on this one. 6% reporting again for Maggie in New Hampshire. Beasley hanging out in North Carolina, 30% reporting. I used to live in North Carolina, everyone. And again, like I said, if you want to see what kind of interesting food I am eating right now and what this is, only my second meal of the day. I'm allowed to have one more, and then I got to shut that bad boy down. Massimo says, Lee Zeldin for New York, baby. Oh, look at you. Let's see, what do we got on the House side? On the House side, we got a few. We've got Nicola, North Carolina. We've got Pappas in New Hampshire, Kiggin. So none of those are too heavy. We got a 33% reporting in North Carolina. That's pretty good. We've seen that for the House and for the Senate. The Senate was 29% reporting. So we're getting some real early results in from the likes of North Carolina. Georgia's going to be an interesting one. I'm very curious to see how that one turns on out. When we swing on over to the crypto side of things, we're seeing a lot of the alts feeling some massive, massive pain. 18% down for Solana, Doge, almost 20%. XLM, guys, how long have you seen XLM under 10 cents? This is the longest time period I have seen it yet. And let's do this. Let's open up a little bit of XLM up on the charts because we know we got to love our stellar XLM content here. Let's take a look, everyone. All right, here is your 10-cent mark right here. Let's just add a little bit of elan. Thank you, gentlemen. All right, so we're going to add a little bit of line. So everything underneath this beautiful purple line is 10 cents. That is the longest I have seen Stellar hold on to under 10 cents. I can't even, that is crazy. That is so friggin' crazy. Wow. Just something to see. Something totally to see. It's weird just because they've had such strong resistance here at that 10-cent mark, right? There's been strong resistance here at that 10-cent mark. So very interesting to see. And on the low side, did anyone buy super heavy here? Super heavy day. Was anyone a big buyer today? Was anyone selling to position out? Interesting. Let me know in the comments down below. Massimo says, Lee Zeldin for New York. I'll keep saying it. My wife went to school with Lee. He is from my hometown, Shirley, New York. Well, thank you for sharing with us. I completely appreciate that, and so do all the other fans. Right now, we're looking at FTT sitting, oh God, at 526. That's tough. That is very, very tough. Look at the low of 333. Whew, man, talk about catching a dropping, falling knife, whatever the phrase may be. That is so crazy right there. The scary thing is do you think they have enough liquidity to even prop this thing back up? Hey, 20, you ain't getting back to that in a while. Let's be real here. You're not getting back to 20 or 22 in any time. I mean, that's going to be a big problem. So, yeah, how much money do they have to spend on trying to keep FTT up for FTX? Massimo says 6-figure bag in XLM. Rob's chiming in. Hey, Rob, what's up, man? Says buying right now, very busy today and missed it. Well, I don't think you missed it. We're still under 10, dude. We are still under 10. Look at this. I'm telling you, this is the longest I have ever seen Stellar holding out under 10. Every other time that this has happened before, it's popped right back up. I mean, popped right back up. But now this is the longest time I've seen it under that 10-cent mark. All right, what else do we got? No, I don't want to send Hubi Global a message. We're going to get rid of you. Thank you very much. Let's see what else we got. Anyone got any comments or questions? Things that they're looking forward to today. Some of the things I am looking forward to right now is going to be as we start getting these election results in, do we notice any trends? As we start seeing some of these battleground things, right? As we start seeing the Senate and the House move, do we see the market move with it? That's what I'm going to be looking forward to probably real late tonight. I think at about 10... probably about 10 Eastern time, you're going to really start seeing things kind of shuffle out a little bit. Don't get me wrong, you're going to have a few places that are super contested, but a lot of these results are going to shake out tonight. They might not be official tonight, but the results should shake out. All right. Discomatic says, how do you feel about HBAR today? I haven't checked on the price of HBAR action today. So I don't know. I haven't looked. That wasn't on my list of what I was buying today. I am an HBAR fan. Don't get me wrong. I am an HBAR fan, but I just, that wasn't what was on my target list today. HBAR, let's just take a look at the action. Oh, Jesus. Wow, that's a pretty interesting pull right there. Okay, let me just take this in. And see, and it again looks like the falling knife. Wow, very similar to FTT. Very similar how they tried and it just dropped right back down again. Huh, interesting. Very, very interesting. So yeah, I mean, I still feel the same way about HBAR. I just didn't check the price at all today. But I am shocked because that is still a pretty hefty hit. I mean, that's hefty. So right now, what's moving crypto? What's moving crypto is macros and cash crunches, everyone. How soon? How soon do you think it's going to be until I get to report on my next exchange that halts its trading, citing economic conditions, right? More than normal volatility, crypto winter conditions. I'm telling you, I bet you I'm going to be able to do some this week and next week. Guarantee you're going to see way, way more. Rob joins in, says, hey, PA won't be known until way late since the law says each precinct. Thank you very much for sharing that one, Rob. But then you deleted it. Come on, Rob. You could have kept it up. You're good, my man. In your opinion, how far down do you think we're going? Walter, it's going to matter on CPI data, man. CPI data is where it's at. I kid you not. Don't get me wrong. Cash crunches are bad. If we have another Luna 2.0, if CZ, okay, if CZ has to really dump, and this looks crazy, if CZ has to dump a whole bunch of money because there's so many withdrawals happening right now with FTX, then you're going to see more issues. Because think, there's also people that get money from this. There's liquidations that happen. There's loan liquidations that happen. We could have some more pain if CPI data comes in bad. CPI data comes in bad, we will be in deep, deep poopy. Ed saying it's a good time to buy. Yeah, I mean, if you can stomach the pain, it's always a good time to buy. How many of us wish we would have bought a home when the housing market crashed in 08? How many of us wish we would have bought right before the Rona happened and home values just exploded, right? It's always about those missed opportunities, so it's up to you to decide what is missed and what is made. Switching on over, I'm not seeing any big changes here. Georgia's still looking fairly neutral. Let's swap over onto this. We've got U.S. Senate, U.S. House. No big numbers reporting yet. We've got North Carolina at 37%. So no, nothing declared just yet. Massimo asks, what am I eating? Please share. All right, here. I'm gonna see if I can get you guys to see this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my flashlight on. Hold on. I don't want my spoon to like fall and spill my food. I don't know. Can you guys see that? That is what I'm eating. Now the question is, now that you've seen what it is that I am eating, in case you haven't seen, right? Now that you've seen what it is that I am eating, all right, what do you think this concoction is? You will be shocked. Be very, very shocked. All right, but right now we are getting into oatmeal. Good guess. Good guess though with oatmeal. Very good guess. WTF 420. Very good guess that one. That actually was a good guess. No, it is not oatmeal. No, it is not chicken wings. But getting back to the electoral heat map, I don't see the election shaking out anything crazy unless something freakish happens. And again, right, pump fear, you guys know the whole routine. But right now, the big thing is that a lot of these alts are feeling pain, and not just the alts, your primaries. ETH, 15% last 24 hours. Bitcoin, 10% last 24 hours. Ooh, Meparatus is half right. Yogurt is partly correct. Good job on that one. Sausages with mashed potatoes. Hell no, I wish, dude. We're in training, my good man. Cottage cheese, no. All right. This is Greek yogurt, vegetable-based chocolate protein powder that I mix in to make like a frosting, mixed in with dehydrated peanuts, because, hey, it's good for you and you don't get all the extra fat in there and all the extra sugar. There's also a little bit of vegan protein powder mixed in just to give it a little bit more flavor and a little texture. Vegan protein powders have texture. There is also a whole bunch of frozen fruits in there, like mangoes, strawberries, and blueberries. Ah, see, very good, everyone. No, I wish it was steak chops, trust me. Chopped crickets and lima beans. No, nothing like that. Patriotist says, 5 rounds of shadow boxing, sit-ups, push-ups, and squats. 30-minute workout keeps it fit. Yeah, I've been boxing a ton lately, too. Not just sprints. Sprints is this week's. But I boxed a lot the last couple weeks. I actually had to hold off because I'm starting to get residual swelling on the ends of my hands from all the heavy bag work I've been doing. So, oh man, does it kick the crap out of you. Do you eat hemp hearts? I eat the hemp seeds. I do use hemp seeds. I do use that. Down Lotus says all plant fats are good. They are unsaturated, remove saturated fat. I am not a vegan. I have eaten vegan before for like months and months and months. I do a lot of vegan food because it is very easy for my stomach to digest rather than like meat. Sometimes like if I go really heavy with meat, it's just hard on my stomach. So I actually do a lot of my calories from vegetables and fruits. I'm really big into that kind of stuff. So no, I am not vegan. Massimo says, I lost 30 pounds with boxing. I believe it. Boxing kicks the crap out of you. So when I do my boxing workouts, I'm good. For right now, I'm good for about 4 rounds at like really high intensity. Then I can put like about 1 or 2 rounds in of like kind of like screwing around. Like I can tell like my jab doesn't have the snap. I get lazy and I kind of like forecast my hooks and stuff like that. Now the last 2 rounds are just me being an idiot, trying to hold on to the bag, kidney punch, like I'm just doing whatever the hell I can. So my endurance is starting to build up there. Boxing will super totally get you all cut up. Rob says, are you forced to eat that? Who's being so cruel to you? I get it. Is your wife cleaning the refrigerator? No, I actually, I eat really good. I really do. Because of all the injuries that I've had, I really try to keep my diet super. It's actually really tasty too. Like this is actually like legit tastes good. Back on over to the election thing. I just want to see if anything right here is popping out of the norm. Some more of the stuff, and hey, we've got Ohio starting to get some reporting here for us. That is good to see. So we've got New Hampshire, Ohio, New Hampshire, Ohio, Virginia, North Carolina right now getting some early reporting in. How's the jump rope skills? I don't jump rope. I literally bag and run. I'm a big bag and run fan. Some of the other action that I wanted to keep up with you guys and kind of put it out there. Definitely, I know Twitter is a cesspool of all things poopy, all right? All things poopy. The problem is that you also get really good up-to-the-minute information on Twitter. The announcement about Binance and FTX, I first found that on Twitter before I saw any news outlet picking that up. So as much as we do want to knock on the whole Twitter thing, the fact is, people of the know are using this as a message board to get info out as fast as possible. So just, I get it, all right? Take Twitter with a grain of salt, but look at it as an ability or a way to get news out there very fast. Patriot says, some rounds I use 2-pound dumbbells for shadow boxing. Yeah, the other thing you do, put them in your 16-ounce gloves and just practice your jab cross, right? And then switch over and then go southpaw and do the same thing. Jab cross with that weight in your hand. You got to clench real hard just so it doesn't rattle in your hand. But if you do that with like your full 16-ounce gloves, dude, that's really cool. And then you put them down and then you do the same thing and watch how much faster your jab cross combination is. All of a sudden you realize you're so fast that as you're retracting your jab, you're already starting your body's hip movement and it becomes this really cool pivot through your hips. Think of it very much, I'm trying to think of it like almost like a hip throw, that movement, all right? So that hip throw, that shoot, if you get your timing where as you're retracting your jab and the shoot comes and you start that pivot, dude, you get quick lightning nasty power. and you stay balanced. And the best part is, as you come back, if you come back to your ready stance, you're also already back in defensive mode as you're already going. Really, really good technique to try. Just didn't mean to go down that path. I just wanted to share it with you. But if there's anything that you all want to discuss, let me know in the comments. Give me a few seconds right now. I am going to eat a little bit of this yummy food so I don't gross you guys out. Let me play a little bit of the tunes, keep the chat going. Let me just eat this really quick. Massimo chimed in with a really good question about 50 grams of protein. No. This is a supplement meal. This isn't like a full meal. So this right here has a lot of like my back end day macros. All right. So it's not like the full meal. So right in here, I'm really close to 40 grams, 35 to 40 grams. I didn't measure out my yogurt this time. I just eyed my yogurt. I did measure out my protein. So I'm at 30 grams of actual protein powder, 5 grams of protein from the dehydrated peanuts, and then whatever I put in with the Greek yogurt, which wasn't much. I did not use that much Greek yogurt on this one. Patriots chimes in, I focus, high guard, keep good technique, and throw a lot of combos. Yes, loving it. The best part that I like about boxing, though, is the way that I feel it in my obliques and hips. Don't get me wrong, I get the boxer's sad face C, you know, when every muscle from like here to here on down, you get like that lowercase c that hurts. But I love it where after a while, I get like really tight in my obliques. Really love that kind of stuff. Anyway, so getting back to it right now, XLM is still struggling, though, to get back to 10. Interesting point of note. Let's take this. Let's just take this line, move your right up on there. Look at this. As we got closer to 10, could not close the door. The high on this move right here was 99.645, so 99.64, all right? So you're seeing right there, there was already a rejection point. Now, how long will it take to get back to 10? I don't know. This is the longest I have seen it under 10 in a long time. So something I'm going to keep my eye on, as well as not just the FTT action, which I've got here on the screen. It's also going to be what is happening to my favorite alts out there. Let's see, what else do we got right now? More action coming through. I'm just flopping through my screen right here. So Senate results so far, we've got 23% reporting, so no real big reporting yet for that. Oh, look at this. So North Carolina, we've got a count, not a district, but a count coming in with 51% reporting for that district. Look at that. So we are getting some early action. We've got 34% reporting on this one. So, yep, we've got just a couple of them right now that are starting to bring on action at 8 p.m., which is just 1 minute away, ladies and germs. You're going to see more updates to this as more states close. Pennsylvania, you're going to start seeing some of the action happen around 8. Let's see, who else do we have hitting at 8 p.m.? Oh, at 8 p.m., we've got some Illinois action, Maine, Michigan, Minnesota. Ooh, baby. Yeah, that's what we got. BCM Fall says, is FTX the last domino to fall? Ooh, that's a good question. The thing is okay, the big difference between what happened with Luna, okay, and what happened here was this. There was no one to bail out Luna. So all the people that lost money, right, all like the spread of the contagion of Luna was never like confined. Right? I mean, think of it as like a contagion spreading on a ship, okay? When Luna happened, all right, then you saw it just spread everywhere. There was no hatch to shut down. With this situation here, once FTX, right, What the hell was that? Once FTX was dropping, I heard something outside. Once FTX was dropping, CZ came in and said, hey, look, you know what? I'm going to help you. That stopped the pain. All right? That definitely stopped the pain. So is this the last domino to fall? No. You're going to see more cash runs. You are. I mean, crypto needs to consolidate. Okay? And I don't mean consolidate like become more centralized. Please don't mistake that. I mean, it has to consolidate guys, we can't have 20,000 plus tokens. Now, I know the majority of them right now are turning into zombie tokens. I think right now, okay, there were over 12,000 zombie tokens out of the 21,000. So about 60-ish% of tokens out there are zombie tokens. That's way too high of a number. But also having 21,000 cryptos is also way, way freaking too much. So we have that problem as well. You need consolidation in terms of the number of coins, the number of projects. Because think, what is crypto being used for? For the legitimate businesses out there, okay? For the legitimate businesses, the legitimate projects, they're using crypto like startup money. That's the best way to put it. They're using crypto like startup money. So if you have, let's say, 700 businesses come out, all offering the same idea being exchanges, what's the diversification there? That's oversaturated of the market. Problem is you need more stuff out there outside of the exchanges where crypto is used. That's where you need to start seeing it outside of trading more effectively, more as payments and so forth. That's going to be big. Meparatus says 6 cents XLM bottom. Ooh, I don't know. Man, the CPI data would have to be rough. You would have to have all sorts of freaking shenanigans happen for XLM to drop another 30+%, 30-40%. Oof. Think about that. I mean, like that you would be taking Ethereum down to like 700. Like, come on, that you would need some juice. That would be some nasty juice. Sniff brought up some Matic action. All right, Sniff, I got your back, homie. Let's bring up a little bit of Matic action. All right, so we've got Polygon's Matic up on the screen right now, down 14% in the last 24 hours. Let's take a look at the charts as they load up. Give me a split second, everyone. I'm using a lot of bandwidth right now, as you can tell. Rob the Crypto Hobby says some little exchanges are just for money laundering. I would say the majority of crypto exchanges are only surviving because of money laundering. Yeah, Matic, look at the good pop here. Okay, so let's clean up this chart just a little bit. Let's blow out market cap. So now we just got price. Matic looks good. Matic looks good, but here's the problem. You see this raise in price when we were hanging out at this 84 cent, and you see how we blew up to 128, and now we're way back down to 103. How long do you think Matic turns out like the rest of them where it goes back to that 80, 90 cents where it was floating? The only reason I say that is because XRP did it, Solana did it, and then some, as you can see right here with their most latest move. Mooney couldn't hold. Mooney's getting worse, as you could see. I've been showing this to you guys all day. Mooney is getting really bad, everyone. So that's the whole thing. Is it gonna work? I don't know. And it is true. The huge majority of transactions through exchanges, like especially ones where people are participating in liquidity pools. Okay, I'm just whatever. I said it. Okay, you could take that one. Meparatus says, I think ETH is going to 500 long term. Ooh, do we got someone a little glass half empty there? Ooh, interesting. What makes you think ETH can get all the way back down to 500? I'm very curious about that. Let me know. I'm very, very curious about that. Twitch is back after doing a little bit of stuff. Had to get stuff for some good old chicken noodle soup. Good for you. Chili would be good to make this weekend because we're going to have another cold front coming in. By the way, of things that don't look as good or taste as good, so this actually does taste good. Let me get a quick bite in. All right. Oh, and okay, guys, I understand what Meparatus is saying. Playing the pairings. I get it, dude. I totally get it. Sniff says, do you think Doge will do something extraordinary because of the Elon Twitter ordeal? I don't think so. I really don't. And here's the problem I see with Doge. The problem I see with Doge is going to be like with everything else. Watch what happens when I open up the Doge chart on the screen. And my PC is like, dude, seriously, can you please turn down some of these windows? Like, you've got how many freaking windows up? I know, dude, I got you. But let's look at Doge up on the chart really quick here. Doge right now down 21% last 24 hours. Let's clean out market cap and just go with price action. So look at this, all right? Doge is almost getting back to where they were before even this last run. That's crazy. That's crazy. So think about that. They're at 8 cents right now, 8 cents and change. And before this last run, they were hovering right around 6 cents. At what we're seeing right here, you almost could see Doge going back to where they were. None of these pops are sticking. They're all popping, and then people are just dumping them and getting out. They're taking their profits and running. Because let me ask you this. If all of a sudden, right, not your long holding, but maybe just one, if all of a sudden something popped 20, 30, 40% tomorrow, wouldn't you take some profits? Especially if you knew that it wasn't sustained because the valves of the world are turned off because money is so friggin' expensive. I mean, just, I don't know. I just don't see it there. And the thing with Doge is you have to pay the pain with those coins. Look, I'll zoom out to 6 months and watch what I'm talking about. Everyone's all like, oh, Doge big pops and all this stuff. No, it's not like that. You just have to kind of put things back into perspective. So as my my awesome bandwidth action that I've got going on here. So we got Doge. All right, give me a second here. And while we're waiting for Doge to pop up, let me just see if any more of these election results are coming through. All right, anything? Nope, 39%, 39, 60, 60, 51% reporting. Okay, all right, cool. So let's go back to Doge. So we got Doge here. Look at how long. You had to hang out. Look at this. There was no action for Doge. You had to sit here at 6 cents since all the way from July until you got this recent pop and look at it coming back down. So no, I don't see Doge doing anything. I personally, right now, I do not see Doge I don't see anything out there having a sustained rally until global economic conditions get better. I just think there's too much negativity right now happening. I just think it's too much for the market. Twitch says all the people that are trading right now are only doing it for short-term trades. They're not even looking at the future. That's very true. That's why when you see these pumps happen of the likes of Doge, the likes of Solana, the likes of XRP, people are cashing out because they're not playing this market long. The action that you're seeing right now, the movement you are seeing right now is not people playing this long. They're taking these short pops and running and running and running. And yes, Massimo has it right. It will be a pump and dump just like last time. Exactly. That's exactly what we're seeing now. That's what we're seeing with like every project out there. Solana, one of the best case examples. They can't even get out of their own way right now. Solana, you know what? Let's do this. You know what I haven't looked up in a while? And let's do this. Let's get out of Solana. No, actually, no. Let's keep Solana. Let's do this. Let's copy this. Let's open this up in a new one here. Let's just open another window. F it, right? Let's do this. Let's look up Cardano and see how much that is falling into the same pattern because I haven't looked at Cardano through the same eye. All right, so we're going to look at Cardano now over the last 3 months. We're going to look over the last 6 months. I mean, I got to be honest with you. Doesn't Cardano look the same, everyone? Right? Look, you get the pump, and then there you go. They just dump it back down. Nothing is sustaining. It does not matter. Nothing is sustaining. And Twitch, you're right. Some of the shorts are doing very well. That's where I've been making the most of my damage is playing stuff on the short term. Very, very near-term action. I am making longer position moves. But the action that I'm playing right now is definitely short-term action. Let's see what else. All right, let me take a quick look here at heat map. Heat map is looking at still some action here. Don't freak out. I'm going to switch this over to 1 hour, everyone. So here's 1 hour. You can still see in the last hour, the market's been very soft. People are only down like 1%, something like that. But if you go to the whole day, you can see that is when the pain train gets real red. Sorry, I'm sneaking in a quick bite while I can. Oh, God. All right, hold on here real quick. I'm just got another article that popped across. Here we go. Sorry, I'm just reading right now. Wow, that's crazy. Sorry, I'm just reading about FTX pausing withdrawals. That's nuts. That's nuts. So, very crazy. Very, very crazy right now. I think you're going to see some more pain coming. I think I'm going to be reporting on more places that are going to be shutting their doors. And I think you're going to see more mini exchanges start running out. I think that's the honest deal that we're going to be seeing with this kind of action. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to kill my cam. I'm going to finish this because otherwise my yogurt's going to get warm, and I don't want to do that. I'm going to play some tunes, kill the cam, and let you guys hang out. Don't worry, I'm going to be on the chat, and if something comes up, I'll interrupt. I just want to make sure that I eat this quick before it gets uber gross. Oh, and I'm sorry, Marquise, if I didn't say it right. Short-term selling. I'm not shorting the crypto on the way down. I don't think there's enough down left for me to short them. I'm playing the short-term positive pops on these. I'm sorry about that, Marquise. No, I'm not shorting them. I don't think there's enough runway for me to effectively short too much without having a crazy upside back-end plan. So no, short-term, my man. Sorry about that. Massimo chimes in and said, and Marcus, I'll give you a better answer to that too. Massimo chimes in, whatever happened to Mike, the XLM Moonman? Honestly, he canceled his channel. He deleted everything. That is, I haven't heard anything since, just kind of throwing it out there. And Marquise, yeah, like if I do like short stuff, I'd like to use my Webull platform. It's not crazy juice, and they're honestly, I find them really easy to use. Like the interface is very easy to use. But with crypto right now, I'm not shorting crypto. I you know, that's, I don't know how much downside left you have for juicing, you know, for squeezing some juice out of that one. But that's just my personal opinion. You guys are all welcome to do whatever you want. But I do like Webull. I really, really do like Webull. If anyone out there knows what happened to XLM Stellar Moonman, let me know in the chat. Again, I don't like it when anyone leaves, because you need more people in the space, right? It's just sad that people do have to go. So if anyone has any information, hit me up. I'm going to keep eating my awesome yogurt concoction here. Enjoy some tunes, heat maps. Hit me up with the questions. Twitch, it just depends what color you colored in the coloring book, my man. Yeah, Eric, I don't think you're gonna have a color on your state just yet. Oh, Marquise, dude, seriously, if you want to do it super easy, Webull. If you're worried about like stocks and learning how to do it without like going crazy, seriously, Webull is a great platform. Their interface to make those trades happen are so easy. Right now, though, I wanted to bring a little highlight here for everyone. Right now, we've got some, not results, but we've got some early results coming in for Georgia. Herschel Walker right now, 43% of the vote, 600,000 of them, is behind Warnock right now, who has 55.4% of the vote. But again, look at who we're seeing. We're seeing a lot of those big series, right? Metro Atlanta's come in. Augusta's rolled in. We know which way Savannah rolls. By the way, Savannah, beautiful city, everyone. So again, we're going to see what more of rural Georgia looks like to see what happens here with that Herschel Walker. All right, let's see what else we got. Let's go to Google election coverage. See, Twitch was like, hey, what state is mine in? And oh, look at that, my good man. You don't have a color. I told you. You have to color that stuff in yourself. Oh, no, I just, and thank you, Twitch, just for sharing. But Twitch Radio chimes in and says, I talked to Mike Stellar Lumens Moonman from time to time. He's just done with all the fans yelling at him and with stuff he could not handle it. Mike was really good at doing charts and figure out numbers. He's an old insurance guy. Yeah, that's the hard part. When you guys do this kind of stuff, you get kicked in the teeth with some of the comments, man. I kid you not. The worst comments I get all have to do with the same problem. They don't watch the video. They just look at the thumb and just assume they know what the whole video is about, and that's it. And that can beat you up, but you can't let that stuff get to you. All right, looks like we got some more action from Florida popping up in here. Marco Rubio. Does that surprise you, everyone? I don't think that surprises me at all with Marco Rubio. Are there any other states that you want to focus on in this map? We're seeing a little bit of Alabama. That doesn't surprise. Yeah, that's not going to surprise me. Tim Scott doesn't surprise me much. This one, the Herschel Walker one, I'm very curious about that because I'm very, very curious to see how much does Herschel Walker carry in these rural areas in Georgia. Oh, nice. All right. Let's see. What else do we got going on right now? Let's see if we got any more states doing stuff, because right now we are at 8:19, so we're going to have the next stuff coming in at 9 o'clock Eastern time. I'm looking through some of the early results coming through right now. Not too. We've got a couple of them with some big reporting. We got 52% in for North Carolina's district. On the Senate side, which is going to be a very interesting one, we got some North Carolina, 44% of this district right here voting for North Carolina. DeSantis has got Florida locked down. Let's be real with that. Don't Fauci my Florida, right? Isn't that what DeSantis said? North Carolina, the reason North Carolina looks the way that they do, you have very heavy Democratic strongholds here in Raleigh, surrounding areas. You've got Greensboro as well, and Charlotte. Now, what you're going to see is how much blue over here is by Asheville. Asheville is going to carry a lot of blue in this corner. So be ready to look for the blue in Asheville to see how strong it carries the rest of the state. And also, how deep is the penetration in rural North Carolina, everyone? That's what we got to check out as well. So some early results coming through right now. Not much that we haven't seen unexpected-wise. We will bring more as things go on. And Twitch says, hey, what about the color of my state? Dude, your state's gray. And what did he say? So that sounds about right. Gray, gloomy, and raining. Again, if you have any questions, comments, anything like that, hit me up. I'm going to keep finishing my food, play some tunes, and hang out. And for those of you that caught the earlier stream, right now I'm looking at Twitch Radio's comments. For those of you that caught the earlier stream, why don't you do me a favor and let me know, what are your favorite strains in the chats? Go for it. I'd love to read them.
Taking shots at the enemy. I'm gonna make it to the top, leave a legacy. If I got something to say, you better let me speak. Turn it up a new degree, bitch, you ain't seen anything. I pop off with the new.
Hold on, did I just read that right? Last time I smoked, I met God. Dear God, man, what the hell were you taking? Just saw it. Yep, we've got some perp fans in the house. Like to hear that. And yes, wedding cake does take it home. You know, that very, yeah, good call on that too. I can't argue on the wedding cake action. All right, but what we're gonna do, we're gonna end the stream at 8:45 p.m. Eastern time. So we got about 19-ish so minutes. Yeah, my throat is roasted from all the live streams and the videos. I have been cranking it out, everyone. I really do appreciate all the support by hitting that like button and sharing it with people out there. Get the channel exposed to everyone. We have been growing very heavy with this channel. Interesting news here, everyone, as we have to keep our eye on FTX. The reason I say that is because look at the price. Broke back above $6. Come on, no, that's not right. That's not right. Let's just zoom in just that little bit. And oh my gosh, kitten purr. All right, so just keeping an eye on everything right now with FTX's token. Also taking a look at XRP, waiting for it to break through that 40-cent mark. Enrique Ramirez says Binance bought FT. Binance is helping out FTX, and what they're doing is they are propping up FTT. That is what you're seeing right now. You've got the price of FTX at FTT. God, I said it myself. FTT at 5.26 right now. And thank you very much. I totally appreciate it, Massimo, for the kind words. I appreciate you all as well. Yes, and Twitch has it right. Binance wrote a letter of intent to buy FTX as long as it clears regulatory conditions, all right? So what we're looking at is, yes, there could be something that could mess it up, that could get in the way of CZ and Binance buying FTX. So we're definitely going to have to get on the Twitter sphere. See, that's why you guys got to follow these guys on Twitter. I know Twitter's a total freaking cesspool. I get it. I get Twitter's a total cesspool. I get the fact that it's maybe not the nicest place to be. But boy, do you get info in fast. Wow, do you get info in fast. Oh, and let me read this tweet for you from CZ. Shots fired, everyone. Check this out. Are you ready? CZ says, never use a token you created as collateral. Oh, crap. That's a good point. Don't borrow if you run a crypto business. Don't use capital efficiently. Have large reserves. Binance has never used BNB for collateral, and we have never taken on debt. Wow. Shots fired, everyone. And that's the big issue that we have with what happened with Sam Bankman-Fried and FTX. They over-leveraged, they bought too much and didn't have enough cash on hand to withstand the cash run, right? The run on cash. Because remember, we're not short of crypto. No, there's plenty of crypto out there. We're short on cash right now in the crypto market. And right now we are looking at some of the states showing us juicy data. We've got right now 5 Senate things coming in with Georgia, New Hampshire, North Carolina, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. All right now early leading Democratic, everyone. But remember, a lot of the states that I have showed you, they're going to be leaning Democratic because the states right now that we're seeing the interest or the information come in, big reporting coming in from Atlanta, big reporting coming in from Savannah and Augusta. We have yet to see some of these other rural county votes swing on in. And you know, the big cities are going to be ones that are going to lean Democratic. We also have some life advice here from Massimo. It says, don't get high on your own supply. I'm going to challenge you. Oh, I'm challenged. You guys want me to challenge you? Okay, let me ask you this. You guys ready? So this is a total joke, okay? This is a total joke. So YouTube, don't freak out, all right? The whole phrase is don't get high on your own supply. So then what the hell are you supposed to do? Are you supposed to then go buy from someone else at retail? No, you use your stash that you bought at wholesale. So when people out there like saying, don't get high on your own supply, oh, I don't pay retail. Come on now. Sorry, that was just kind of funny. I thought you guys would like that one. Robert Melvin chimes in and says CZ pulls a Will Smith, but a legit one. Because the slap was fake, everyone. Yes, the slap was fake. We've got some stuff coming in for some house action right now. I'm looking just to see if any of these are big district reporting numbers. Nothing really too crazy big yet that I'm seeing that's sticking out on me right now. Other than that, what I'm looking at, all right, is no, not the state how Georgia is going, but what I'm looking at to see is the Herschel Walker one. I really want to see what happens with this Herschel Walker one. Biggie Smalls, my man, Biggie Smalls. The other thing I'm looking for too is does the crypto market from this point, okay, just take time zero, make right now time zero, okay? From time zero, if you and I, all right, if you and I are hanging out and we're talking on CPI data, let's pretend we're talking like an hour before CPI data on Thursday. Are we staying this low? Are we rallying, or is things going to shake it up until CPI data comes out? I'm kind of curious on that. If we stay this low until CPI data, be ready. If we don't pump leading into CPI data, not that we're going to stay sustained pump in CPI data, but that we might deflect on back down. But if we don't pump leading into CPI data, gents, we might be in for a rough ride. Very, very rough ride. Twitch chimes in, honestly, that's the way to do it. Don't take on debt, especially if you're playing around with other people's money. That upsets the whole ecosystem. And that's the problem. That's why we are red here. We're red because these people have over leveraged. It's greed, too much greed. Gordon Gecko said greed is good. I agree with Gordon Gecko. Greed unregulated is bad. Greed without being humble is even worse. Greed without having gone through some of the nastiest economic events out there will make you a greenhorn and separate you from your money. Those of us that have dealt with the dot-com era, those of us that have dealt with the 2008 housing crisis, the pandemic, other market crashes out there. Yep. We're seasoned. We know not to over leverage. You guys remember when I did that Nexo video and I kept telling you, don't you dare do this. Don't you do this. There's a reason I was telling you not to over leverage how many months ago. Saying, hey, look, you can do this. I don't think you should. It's bad. That's my opinion. It's bad. Massimo is saying, hey, we will pump tomorrow after the results. I don't know, man. I don't know. I just like, I don't know. I just don't know if the elections are going to cause that kind of pump that we need. I mean, and then let me ask you this. Are we really pumping? Or are we returning back to what the average was before the market went red? Same thing with XRP. Look at XRP. Are we going to be pumping? Or is XRP just trying to claw their way any way back that they can to get to where we were before the market crash? Because I don't see it. I just don't see the need or not the need. I just don't see the possibility of a pump based on the elections right now with what's going. Yeah, thank you for clarifying that, Massimo. Going back, that's a very different thing, right? Pumping is very different than going back, because if we're pumping, we're breaking through whatever it was that we're at. We're just trying now to claw back to neutral. All right, claw back to neutral. I think that's the new one. Twitch Radio says, hey, let's all buy Monopoly and use that because the SEC is going to call that a security. That's probably true. Gary Gensler's probably already going after Monopoly as we speak, saying, hey, yeah, you can't do that because you're printing money and, yeah, you know, just throwing it out there. All right, other things that are going on right now. We are seeing massive retreat of Doge price-wise, everyone. Massive price retreat. If you look at just the last month on Doge, and I've got that popping up on the screen right now as soon as she does, you're going to see that Doge itself has given up almost all the gains before their action. Before their action, they were hovering right around that 6-cent mark. Now they're at 8.8, guys. You're seeing the erosion of Doge. The pops are not lasting. And Twitch is sharing with us some of his wisdom regarding the greenage. Thank you much for sharing that with us. Patriot just says, XRP will pump when there's positive news about the SEC case. The question is, when is that news? Summary judgment, all that stuff keeps getting pushed back. I did a story last week. Yeah, last week. It was pushed back like 2 weeks. Every date on the case was pushed back 2 weeks. It's crazy. Crazy. That, and now mind you, it's pushed back 2 weeks without even more delays being announced yet, because at every one of these summary judgment things, they're able to ask for more money. Or not more money, holy crap, Klaus. They're able to ask for more time court-wise. So you could have way more extensions and way more delays going on with that case. And remember, time costs you money because it is only the lawyers that win and make money. We've got about 10 more minutes to go on this live stream. Let me know your thoughts, comments, and questions. Twitch asks us, have you ever gone over any of the candidates who is crypto-friendly and such and forth? I know Coinbase and a few other places started doing that. I was wondering what my take was. Yeah, I do. I do have a list of crypto-friendly ones. The thing I see is this. Crypto is bipartisan. That's the weird thing about this. Crypto is bipartisan, except for the fact that what you're seeing, though, is crypto is more dividing people through their financial beliefs more so than their political beliefs. Remember, Sam Bankman-Fried, FTX, they donated tons and tons and tons of money into the Democrats. So, but then again, look, you got the Republicans out there that want to do the Keep Innovation in America Act, I believe is what it's called. That would help out crypto. That would help out domestic technology. So you're seeing support from both sides of the aisle. Very, very important to see here with this topic. I don't see the divide like you do with other topics out there with political affiliation. Let's see. Jed McCaleb is working on space hotels. Oh, man. It's one thing when you got the money and you can do whatever you want. Boy, is life amazing. Jed McCaleb. Now, you need visionaries out there to make things happen. You don't need visionaries out there to tell you how the future is going to be. You need them there just so that they can kind of get and plant the seeds for future ideas. Let's see. Heat map right now is still looking pretty rough. Bitcoin back at that 10% mark last 24 hours. We're seeing massive erosion. Let me just see. The only ones that are green, come on, laugh everyone. The only ones that are green look like a lot of them stable coins. Oh my. Yep, the stable coins. Let's see. The Zodiac sign says how much XRP is left. I feel we've been buying for years. XRP has a lot left to circulating supply. In fact, okay, here's an XRP stat for you. This is the first time in history. Are you ready? This is the first time in history that the supply of XRP held by Ripple Labs is not the majority. This is the first time that we have seen that. Pretty crazy, isn't it? So XRP's got a whole bunch of coins that got to be dumped into the system. Stellar Lumens has a whole bunch of coins that need to be dumped in the system, like close to 25 billion. So we don't have a shortage of crypto. We have a shortage of cash. No, Robert Melvin chimed in. If Elon can do what he's doing, is it really that so far out? Sorry about the pun. No, it's cool with the pun. A little dad joke action. No, dude, it's fine. Let these billionaires do whatever the hell they want. All right, that's how visionary stuff happens, right? You have to take a chance. Okay, do you guys remember the thing with Fortune Favors the Brave with Matt Damon? And I'm going to get a little, not emotional here, but I'm going to give you my take. And you know how everyone ripped on him? Well, they kind of screwed up the whole commercial. Fortune does favor the brave. But fortune favors the brave that gets up after they've been knocked down. Fortune favors the brave that doesn't quit. The brave that remains humble in even the slightest of victories. Fortune favors those that go out and attack it, not the ones that sit and wait, that throw rocks from the sidelines at those of us trying to be pioneers out there. For those of us in crypto right now, we are in the wild, wild west of this economic, technological frontier. We're watching firms that we know get torn down, cash crunches eliminate some of the biggest in the industry, as we've just recently seen number 3, FTX, have to halt withdrawals because guess what? They didn't have enough cash to cover it. Right now, the world is struggling to figure out, hey, global economic stuff, right? What of our two things, right? The reset or not. But we're also struggling with the idea of technology versus cash. Cash is still king. You need cash to get crypto, don't you? Cash is crypto's daddy. Crypto looks at cash and says, Daddy, I want more. Crypto asks cash for an allowance, not the other way around. If that's the one thing that will always be holding crypto back, is that the entry into crypto is through cash. And because the entry is through cash, cash will always be king. Now, people out there have said, hey, when we flipped the switch to digital economies, I get that. But you always got people that want to use cash. When they switch to EVs on all of us, I'm still going to have a gas vehicle. Other people are still going to have a gas vehicle. Cuba's functioning with cars from the 40s, 50s, and 60s. Time stopped down there, but guess what they did? They're using technology that works for them. Cash, right? That's kind of the same concept. So what you're seeing right now is more money being pulled out of crypto. The problem that more money being pulled out of crypto means that crypto deflates. As crypto deflates, fear sets in. Remember we talked earlier in the stream about the difference between the emotion part of money and the analytical side of money? The fear of that shrinking ball of crypto means what? It means panic. It means people selling even more. Liquidations, capitulations. That shrinkage then shrinks even further. Fear grows even more than that. Then you have like full-on panic and so forth. You've got doubt being casted in the market. We've seen the likes of Luna UST go to the wayside. We've seen Alex Mashinsky of Celsius tell us, unbank yourself. Hang out with Celsius. We could beat banks. Well, Alex, you locked everyone out of your funds. FTX, number 3, could not make it. Babble's another one. What about Voyager? 3 arrows. I could keep going on and on. I love crypto. I love the technology, but cash is king. When we have a bank run, those are cash runs. The reason the crypto market is red is because people are pulling money out of crypto and putting it into cash. It's less than what they had before because the market's and the screen's red. Isn't that interesting? So as you go forward through your journey with crypto, be humble. Be humble in understanding that with cash being king, cash flow is what rules the roost. Cash flow is what made everyone a lot of money in 2021. Why was there a lot of cash flow? Because cash was cheap from central banks. Cash was near zero for most of the places out there. Stimulus money. Money from the U.S. government was borrowed at a cheaper rate than we had seen in years. And that flooded the market. So the market was ripe with cash. And through the ripeness and the overabundance of cash, the boom of crypto was born. Now, for crypto to stay relevant, we have to find out who in crypto has the cash to weather the storm. Thank you very much for watching this second most epic live stream today. I hope to God you guys all had a lot of fun. Let me know in the comments below what you thought about this. Please do me a favor, hit the like button, help the algos out. If there's anyone you know out there that's into crypto, but maybe not into Stellar, XRP, or any of the ISOs, please point them to the direction of the channel. Please point them my way. Let's get them exposed to the real stuff out there, the real news, the real information that's moving crypto. Just throwing it out there. All right, let's get the news. Let's get the word spread. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fire off my camera, fire up some music, say my goodbyes. You guys do what you need to do. Let's get some tunage flowing. Kill off the camera. I'll say my byes, drink a little bit of drink here, and chill. Oh my gosh, did I just read one of the best lines out there? Cash rules everything around me. Get the money, dollar bills, y'all. Yes. Cash rules everything around me. Way to go, Massimo. Check you out later, Julius. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Thank you, everyone. The streams today were on fire. We had massive participation all day long with streams and videos. Thank you very much for the support of the channel, the likes, the comments, the shares, everything, the financial donos, all that stuff is all super appreciated. I really do appreciate the fans, and I will keep bringing the heat. I will not stop. I will not back down. I will keep fighting and bringing the news to you, whether it is good or bad. So have a great rest of your night, and remember, you're still living today. So whatever happened last year, last night, last week, last month, last decade, all the times you were kicked in your teeth, you're still kicking back, aren't you? The world didn't get you down. You're still fighting. So you keep fighting back the rest of this year, and you keep fighting. I'll catch you, ladies and gents, all later.